Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Constance the Reader. We are in Falls Church right now for my birthday weekend celebration. Debbie's really nice, and he planned this trip out for us for my birthday weekend. Today is Sunday, tomorrow is Monday, which is actually my birthday, so my birthday's on the 23rd, and I'm really excited. We're going to like a really awesome restaurant tonight, so I can't wait to show that. And then Monday, the day of my birthday, we're going to Tesso Life, and we're going to try all these little restaurants around there, so that's really exciting. Yeah, hopefully go find a bookstore. I'll switch everything around so you can kind of see our room. So we'll take a little gander while Devin's in the restroom and just see what's going on. All right, here we are. You've got a standard closet. Another mirror. Oh, girl. This is the bathroom. Little bar, cute microwave, nice big room. Very, very, very nice. Debbie's little name on the television. My cute luggage. Hell yeah. But yeah, really excited. Can't freaking wait. The world is our oyster. So I will check back in with you guys later. Plus we have to talk about some of the manhwa I read. I caught up on a ton of stuff right before we got here. And then on the car ride up, if you guys saw, we started listening to Dungeon Crawler Crawl together. Devin's already at book 6, I think. So he's re-listening to the first book with me, which is really nice. And actually it's really fun. We finished, I think, chapter 3 by the time we got here, so that was actually not so bad. And then we had our first meal of the day was Cracker Barrel because we hadn't eaten anything yet, so that was at like noon. By the time we have our reservation at 8, I will absolutely get to eat. So yeah, it's 2:23 now, so like 2:30, so not bad. There wasn't like crazy traffic, thankfully, but I'm very, very excited, very, very happy. Yes. Welcome back, everybody. Great news, my sister's here. My husband and my sister surprised me for my birthday. We just got out of Tesso Life and we got the cool viral ice creams. Tiffany has the peach one. Devin and I have the mango one. And we're gonna taste test this. Cheers!
Oh, Lord.
That's really good.
That's good.
Do you want to try to get a bite on the side?
It's not yogurty a little bit.
I think I like the mango better.
The mango's better. It's definitely
So, what's your rating, Tiffany?
mango. I would say 8 out of 10.
Ooh, okay.
Peach.
Okay. I would agree. I think the peach is 6 out of 10. Mango is, I don't know, maybe like 8.5. What would you say?
Yeah, I mean, I knew that one was sweeter than this one.
You think this one? You think hers is sweeter than this?
Yeah, it would be.
See, I feel like this one's sweeter than that.
I don't know which is sweeter. I just think I like mango better.
Yeah.
I think I like the flavor better.
Yummy. So now we're on our way to what restaurant, Debbie?
Izakaya Nana?
Really exciting. We're meeting my brother-in-law. I can't wait. This is turning out to be one of the best birthdays ever. I'm just so happy. Yeah.
We surprised her.
They surprised me. I screamed and I cried.
Lots of crying.
Yeah. Well, everybody knows I'm a crybaby. Huh? There's a woman. Oh. Tell the story, Debbie. Tell them what you did to me to surprise me.
I invited her sister to meet us, and I fooled her, and she did not expect it.
All right, now tell the funny part of the damn story.
What about us pulling up to the...
Yeah, me.
Okay,
because
so...
we thought we were gonna go to the grocery store.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, no more.
Okay.
So, yeah, we had to go get some groceries or whatever, and I was like, all right, let's go ahead and go since it's starting to snow. And what she didn't know is that her sister was taking the metro, and I was going to go pick her up. So, put in the GPS, got there. It's like a really crazy parking lot. It's a lot of construction. There's like nothing there, obviously, except for like a little metro area. She was like, where is this? I'm like, yeah, I think it's the wrong spot. I don't think it took us to the wrong area. And I pulled up, and Tiffany saw us, so she was walking towards us.
But there was a car in front of us where someone got in the car.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. This is definitely not the store. And so I was like, hold on. I got out of the car, and she's like, what's wrong? What are we doing? We need to keep moving.
Yeah, I was like, can you park in a parking spot? So
Tiffany opens the back door, and Constance goes, "There's a strange woman getting in the car." And then finally she looks back at her and then just screams, and then begins to sob, as per usual. It's usually the...
Yay!
Yeah. Yay.
Life is good.
Life is good.
Yeah! I'm gonna be 36.
Happy birthday.
Well, thank you. And it's snowing. Like, heavy. Yeah.
My arm hurts. Can I put this
Okay,
on?
yeah, you can hit
Okay.
pen now. I love you guys. Bye. Why?
Because you're gonna taste this and wish you had gotten one.
Really? So we're at Semicolon for breakfast. I already took a bite. Unfortunately, I forgot to film. It's the next morning. I got a caramel latte with vanilla in it. And then what's your coffee, Debbie?
Lady something. It's like a raspberry.
Ooh, that sounds really
It's
good.
very good.
You're gonna like the sandwich though. This is delicious. Let's see Devin's opinion.
I mean, I get it in my mustache.
Just a little in your mustache. That's really good, huh?
I good.
10 out of 10. Oh God. All right, everybody. I'm trying to do an Australian accent. Here we are. And a second in China. Wait, hold on.
Why did you get British
I
on?
don't know. Hold on. I'm not gonna be able to do an accent. We're here at Second and Charles, where I'm fixing to really fuck some shit up here. Like, I'm fixing to really do some.
I'm getting really excited.
I'm getting so excited for Second and Charles because this is when we're really gonna fuck some shit up.
I'm really starting to like it in Falls Church.
Stop! Shut up. I'm excited. We're going to buy a lot of bookies. Yeah. Are you ready, Debbie?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Can you film me in there too a little bit?
Sure.
Thanks, little kitty. All right. We'll be back. All right, turn it off. Hello everybody. Okay, so we had a bit of success at Second and Charles, mostly DVDs and Blu-rays and box sets. I did find some manga that was used, which was good. I've been wanting, gosh, I can't remember the name of it. Something blooming flower? The flower that blooms, girl, I don't know, but it was all used, which is nice. Then we came on over to, damn it, what's it called again?
Echo Base.
Echo Base. To a comic book shop to like maybe see if there was some stuff there. I'm not really a comic book person, so like the little bit of like manga they had, I already either have that or I'm not interested in it. So now we possibly are going to another comic book place called Devion.
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Turn the heat down a little because it's a little warm in here now. Okay. Anyway, so it's been exciting so far. I'm enjoying my time with my prince. I love my Devion.
I love my Kanyan.
Oh, thank you. All right, we'll see you guys again. We're searching for where to go next and possibly where to get a snack. That would be very, very nice. All right, everybody, we just came out of little thingamajigs. Very, very cute. We got two things. We got one thing for our friend, Weepy. And then one of these. I wanted one of these for a while because I love Chopper. So Devin's going to see which one I get. We're going to open the box together. Right, Debbie?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Oh, so we went to Tesso Life last night. Dude, we got some fucking lemon Pepsi. That shit was delicious. Crisp, refreshing. I was thoroughly pleased with the purchase.
My thirst was clean.
Alright, all you have to do is it's recording. Okay, let's go. Alrighty, let's go. It's like funny when I'm with you and I love you. And I should have figured out to do this beforehand. I didn't think about that.
It's alright, it's the full experience.
The struggle. Ah! Ah! Okay, girl.
Alright now.
Oh wait, I don't think it's a mystery.
Is it literally just the one that's on the front?
The one on the front. But that's okay, because
that was the cute one though.
Yeah. Oh, he's so cute. I can't wait to put him in my room.
What if I wanted it?
Do you want it?
You can have it.
Do you want another one? You want me to go get in there?
No, it's fine.
I love it. And he's on like just a little like bed of frosting. Me too. Me too. Yeah. Since we'll wait, we won't show what we got Weepy just in case she watches this.
Okay.
But yeah, we got something cool, something K-pop inspired. I don't know too much about K-pop like that, but I know the things I like. Not necessarily what we pick for her, but that's okay. Debbie, where are we on to next? Do you know?
We gotta look at the places and decide.
Hell yeah. All right. Checking back in with you guys. Not too long from now. Yeah, we're gonna have okay. How close are you? Are you in my ocular? Oh, wowzers. Don't wipe my eyebrow off. I can feel your fucking finger on my brow. All right, I think we can end it now if you haven't already.
You didn't say bye.
Bye.
Oh.
You fucker. All right, we are at Oguri. It's a Japanese cafe. We just had some other food, but this was the main event. This is chocolate, because this is a Japanese pancake, right?
Yeah.
Really excited. Okay, souffle pancake. We got bananas. We probably got like chocolate or Nutella. And Devin, you got a melon soda?
Melon cream soda. There's ice cream in it.
It was really interesting. And then we also got a coffee jelly. That was also pretty good. And we're going to taste test this. I'm gonna let you go first, Debbie. Why don't you take a bite out of it first, my little cutie pie. Devin loves banana, so it kind of makes more sense for him to go first, in my opinion. How do you rate?
That's pretty good. That's very good, actually.
Like, you won't share with me? Really good? Ah! Okay.
Go ahead, try it.
Okay. Do you want to film me?
Using the fork and the knife to cut. Surgical, I like it.
Did I? Should I do with the vinegar?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
The pancake is the star of the show here.
Okay. We'll try this one first. That is really... It's not like a regular pancake, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. It's like a souffle pancake
Yeah.
from Japan.
I'm sorry?
It's like a souffle pancake from Japan.
Alright, cut the camera. I'm pissed off.
Cut the cameras.
Alright, everybody. Hello again. We're back in the room. We had a man down situation. Connie had a drain of her battery. Energy battery. Why are you making that face? Why are you making that face? Tell me.
Man down situation. Connie had a drain of her battery. I'm like, where is this going? Every
Power
word, I'm like,
down.
where the fuck? She
Power
drained
down.
what?
Bitch. Anyway, so I figured Devin would be such a little angel, and your arm's gonna hurt if you hold it like that. I mean, is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine like this.
Okay, so I wanted to do some unboxing. So we got a lot of these yesterday from Testo Life, which Devin was really awesome and took me to. And I really appreciate it. This has been a great birthday. And I mean, it's just been so great. But now it's time to open some stuff. So some of these, I opened one yesterday, opened the other one of this one. And of the guys on there, I got that one last time. My sister, I think, picked both of these. So Tiffany, if I get a duplicate, it's on you, and you owe me. Well, you don't really owe me anything, but you know. Alrighty. Okay, I'm sorry. So what I wanted yesterday, I actually didn't mind this one, but Devin's favorite is also my favorite, and then I like, so Devin likes Lazy Cat. I also like Schoolgirl and Snowberry. So Debbie likes the green one that looks like Mau Mau. And I do too. Mystery one would be cool, but whatever. I don't think I've ever gotten a mystery before. Okay, let's go. Oh.
Like, okay.
Oh, cute. She's so cute. So she is Moto Queen. Okay, girl. Okay, Moto girl. Dude, that really... Okay, she does have a bottom, but where the hell's her bottom? Did it fall out? I missed it? So then the answer was yes. Don't just sit there quietly.
What? What do you want me to do?
Say something, please.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know.
All right. Then.
Okay. So yeah, so we got Moto Queen. Boop. Now we shall do her. I don't know that I had a favorite. I just thought all of these looked really cute. Yeah, pretty much any of them would be really adorable. I'm really obviously partial to the pink-haired ones, and I rarely ever get the pink-haired characters, but it's okay. Got the child safety wrap on it. All right, tell me this time if there's plastic.
I didn't see it last time.
No, I mean, I'm saying if you can tell that there's a plastic casing around it and there's like nothing, let me know so I don't look like a fucking dumbass. Like, huh? Right. Okay?
Okay.
No. Oh, dude, she looks so cool. So this is Imaki. Dude, she's really cool. I like her. And she does not have a stand. Gotta save the silicone. Put this behind your books. Why do you make that?
She just tickled herself to death.
Well, I'm laughing at you. Oh God, you're fixing to get me have a tummy ache. Make me laugh. All right, now we have.
Oh Jesus! Almost took me out.
Poetic beauty. Oh wow, any of these would be fantastic. Yeah, I can't think of one that's like better than the other. I think all of these are really cool. Is there one you like, Debbie?
Those are all pretty cool.
My tummy hurts. I don't like that. Okay. Oh, she's so cute. She is farewell drink. Does that mean she's dying? No, that's not. This is Snow Like Plum.
Mmm.
Yummy. Oh, she has a staff. Okay, we'll finish that later. Only a few more to go, everybody. Mainly Devin. Oh, these are really cool. I don't even remember getting this. We're gonna. The lighting in here is kind of fucking me up. Ooh, I like the chick with the fucking. Why are you looking like that? I wish I could see what the hell you look like, distracting me with your cuteness. I like the girl with the guitar. I can't wait to put these all over my office. So exciting. This one's cool. Oh, it's fluffy. I don't look like. It kind of looks like a fucking human cat dog hybrid. Doesn't it have like a fucking.
Some kind of mammal-ish face.
Well, aren't we mammals?
Exactly.
Really cool. Definitely mine. And we got this badass rocker chick. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, brother.
She was a skater boy, she's a damn later boy. And I'm open to just about anybody. I'm not that picky. Okay. Oh, she's so pretty. She is Dawn. I knew a Dawn. A woman named Dawn. She was Ashley's mom. Okay, last one. This is really freaking cool, dude. So, the sleeping castle. I'm really open. Why do you have to keep making that face? I'm open to any single one, honestly. The one in red and black would be probably the one I would definitely want for sure. But any of these are really cool. What are you doing?
I'm filming you.
I know that you're making noises.
I just sniffled.
Daddy, my tummy hurts.
Oh no, my little baby.
We got some nice packaging here. Hefty. I'm feeling about like a 2-pounder. Is this facing forward?
It's facing you.
Oh. Oh. Ew, she's ugly. Yeah, I guess of all the ones, this is the one I would like the least. Ew.
I'd be fine with any of them.
Well, why does she look like that?
So she's petrified. Like a monochrome or something, I don't know.
She's a sleeping icon, so we'll say that she's like a weeping angel. Sorry, actually, I do think you're really cute. Don't kill me in the night. Oh, does this go in her asshole? We don't really get instructions for that. Crazy. Yeah, life is great. I'm sleepy and I don't know, my tummy hurts but it's been such a great day out. It's been such a great day. We went to the mall. Yeah, we did. And then we went to a normal Barnes & Noble, not the ones that are all like, oh, hey, we're cool now. So the manga section is like this big. No. And that's really it. Did we go anywhere else that we didn't talk about?
We went to the Eternal Forge, went to Go Games and More. We went to Box Lunch.
Yeah.
And then the other place that we went to first, whatever it was called.
Where did we go? Well, I'm just happy to be here. And I love being with Debbie, as he should know. Debbie, what's been your favorite thing so far?
Hanging out with you. Yeah.
I would say, well, yesterday was definitely my favorite day because you surprised me with my sister. But I really liked the place you chose for us to eat this morning. So awesome. Oh, tell them where we're going to go later.
Honey, what?
Pig.
Honey Pig.
Possibly. Unless Devin finds something even cooler.
Well, you seem dead set on it, so.
Well, yeah, it's pretty cool. The thing is like, it's so funny about that place is that, that's where like Hallie and them would go when they would go to like MagFest or Katsucon back in the day, and I never got to go. So like I've always wanted to go, even though I feel like people have moved on like from like going there and like that being the con place, but you never know. We can bring it back. We can bring it back, right, Debbie?
Yep.
Oh man.
I can't feel my fingers anymore.
Okay, you're good. Thanks everybody. We'll see you later. Thanks, Debbie. Hey everybody, welcome back. Today is Wednesday. It's the 25th. We got back from vacation yesterday. I'm really sorry that I did not fill you guys in after we talked when we were opening the blind boxes / at all yesterday. I apologize. We left Falls Church yesterday, hit a bunch of different spots, but I was just in the moment. It was very, very fun. And plus we were on our way home. So it's like, I don't know. I wasn't in the mood to film. So I'm sorry about that. But we went to some really cool places. I think we spoke to each other right before we went to dinner on the 23rd. So my birthday. A fantastic dinner. Devin took us to this Korean barbecue restaurant. So good. We were miserable in the best way. Like I was struggling to stay awake anyway because I was really tired. We did so much walking around and exploring the day of my birthday that I eventually got kind of burnt out. Came back to the room, chilled out. I think that's when we opened the blind boxes and then we went to dinner. So when it was time to go to dinner, like I had a spurt of energy and then the food started coming and then it was like, ooh, it hit me. I am so sleepy. But we made it through, girl. We almost ate all the food, but it was fantastic. It was so great going there. I just loved it. It was such a great restaurant. The food was delicious. I would go there again in a heartbeat. Next day, so we were not even hungry from the night before. So we didn't end up going back to Semicolon. We really wanted to go there for breakfast, but we ended up not. We went to Tesso Life, got some more stuff. I am putting something together for my mom. We will not be going over what it is because she watches my videos, but she will see what I got her eventually when we go on our family vacation, so I'm excited. We went and stopped at a different place just to eat something really quick. Then Devin took me to this place called Anime Pavilion. There was absolutely no way I could film in there. That is like your typical storefront that sells mostly manga and anime. You'll have some other comic book stuff, but they go to conventions. So if you've ever been to a store like that, you know it is extremely cramped, not very organized. A lot of stuff is still kind of like in the bins that they take to conventions. And apparently one of the people who works there, she and maybe like the owner possibly, had just come back from a convention. So there was a ton of stuff that they hadn't unloaded, and there was stuff that I wanted to look at, but they hadn't cataloged it yet because someone had just brought it. It was a lot. I ended up getting just Crimson Spell, the rest of Crimson Spell. So I was excited about that. I chose not to go too crazy, but girl, it was intense in there. It was, so weirdly, it's smaller than, I think it's Legacy Comics in Virginia Beach. That guy's always at every con on the East Coast. It weirdly was a little bit more organized in the manga section, but like still the same. Like, it's crazy because like, why am I going on a tangent? Basically what I want to say is like, I'm so tempted to want to work at a place like that just so I can organize. That's not to say that I'm super organized, but I can't help it. Like if I worked at a place like that, I would have to organize in my spare time. I could not handle it. Anyway, after that, Devin took me to bookstore after bookstore after bookstore. And I was like, dude, we don't have to keep going. And he was like, no, you haven't gotten everything that you wanted off your wish list. That was so sweet. He's such a, oh girl, I shook the table on my head. He's just such a sweet little baby. I love him so much. But yeah, I got a bunch of other stuff. I was really excited. When we went to Testo Life, I got 3 other mystery boxes, and so did Devin. I wanted to show you guys really quick. I got this one. Oh my God, look at her. She's so cute. I'm obsessed with her. I love that face. I make this face a lot. She's just so adorable. She's so cute. I can't stand her. I got this one. Very, very cute. Loving it. Adorable. I got this one. Ah, yeah, so cute. And then Devin got another of these like little inside outside One Piece things. So I have not made it to the part in One Piece where I guess some people like stop really liking Usopp. I guess he does something that's like maybe unforgivable to the audience, and Devin's kind of like at that place where he's like, he likes Usopp, but he doesn't like love Usopp. So I still like Usopp. So I was like, I'll take this and I'll get you one. And if I ever get Chopper, I'm gonna give it to Devin because that's who he really wants. But so cute. Also, I didn't go over this because I got this stuff right before we left, but I got the Kem Beckled. I got my girls love and boys love stuff. I'll put the picture up of everything, but you know, it's okay. It's gonna be kind of hard to show you guys. Ugh. But it's like boys love. This is weird. I hope you can see that. You probably can't. No, you can't because the fucking hood is there. I'll put the picture up. Basically, Kem Beckled did a boys love and girl love line. I bought both, of course. I'm wearing the boys love jacket. Boys love, yeah. Very excited. I got that, I pre-ordered that last year. So it wasn't like I spent too much, but I was like anticipating this like a birthday thing. So awesome. But yeah, that's enough of the trip. The trip was great. I had so much fun. Devin was awesome for planning something like that. I think it was all based off the fact that I really wanted to go to Testo Life, which was really awesome. But him surprising me with my sister was so awesome. I did not expect that. I really didn't expect to see my sister, or if I saw her, it was not going to be like that. So it was just so nice. Like, that was just awesome. You little cutie pie. And now I got to figure out what I'm going to do for his birthday, girl. I don't know if I can top it. He's just so damn good. But I did get some reading done. Surprise, motherfucker. Let's see. So I got a lot of manhwa read, which made me happy. I didn't read a lot of regular books, unfortunately. But that's okay. Oh, where's all my stuff? So we're going to save one of the best for last. So I caught up on all of full book on Lezen. I had the coins, so I said, you know what? I'm gonna catch up. I think I had gotten to episode 4 before I had stopped reading it too much. Not because I didn't like it, but I just was into something else, I guess. So I went ahead and got all of the episodes. There's something about the story. It's very crazy. Okay, so check the trigger warnings before you read it, y'all, but I'm obsessed with full book. I really, really like it. I also like, I don't think I've ever read anything that takes place in the fashion world like this. You know, like I've read some things where someone is in the entertainment industry, but they're like an actor, you know, and then you're kind of dealing with sponsor stuff. This one is like full, like model, like we're learning some technology. We're learning some terminology. I would not suggest my sister read it, but like my sister would appreciate it because she went to school for fashion and all this other stuff. So maybe I could like talk to her about terms, like I know something. In Your Wake, caught up on that. Still very good. Oh, this was the big thing. I was very excited for this. 2020. Okay, I unlocked all of the most recent side stories. So basically the one that just came out where we finally see the pink-haired dude. That made me so happy. But it was so good, and I reread the side story parts that I already read because I love 2020. Just something about it. And honestly, I'm thinking I'm going to unlock the whole thing on Lezen. I could reread 2020 many, many, many times. Trust me. So fucking good. Okay. Red Thread Quest. I was many episodes behind. Today's Wednesday, so a new episode dropped. I haven't read it yet, but still really good. We're getting even more of the backstory for what's really going on. Are they going to be together? Who knows? Okay. I'm gonna do Jinx last. But the thing I was so excited for was, because it came out today, Hard Boiled Love side story. I don't know how many side stories there will be. Okay. I want at least 20, and I know that's not how it works, but I want 20. I really, really do. It was a nice little refresher. I didn't end up rereading it. I was very busy, but I will be rereading Hard Boiled Love the 3rd time. I don't care. I love Hard Boiled Love. But it was very, very cute. You know, here's spoilers. Okay. So Gu-won and Hwa-young are back together. They're in the apartment. It seems like we're picking things up. I'm not sure. They don't give us a timeline yet of like how far in between the very end and the side story is, but it is after everything that happened right at the end. So Hwa-young kind of has a flashback, but we see more of like, it almost seems like Hwa-young he's a bit self-conscious now. They still do some BDSM stuff, but we get a look at something that we've already seen in the past, which is like how Hwa-young was and like what kind of brought him to be a dom, basically. You know, he always would break other people's stuff. He enjoyed seeing people in distress. When he sees Gu-won, he's like, this is exactly what I want. Someone who's so strong, you know, that I can just do whatever I want to. But in the past, he's used to breaking things and it's destroyed. And he's like, if I do that, then I won't have this thing that I love. And that would be like breaking myself because like I love him so much. So we're going to have to work through that. Clearly, we're going to have to be working through these things. And it's okay. But, you know, just to see them together, it was just so great. I was just so happy. You know, I love Gu-won. I love Hwa-young. You know, at this point, like, I don't even know that I would get the wind making me scared out there. Shaking leaves, making me think someone's watching me. I still want certain things wrapped up, as I said last time. I need to see, what's the first thing? Well, I want them to be good. Okay, I want to make sure that everything's good with them. Secondly, I want to know what happened with the stalker. Why is he somehow in the friend group? And it's almost like he's being passed around by people. Well, no, let me take that back. He was only within the friend group with the dude with the piercings. What's going on with the dude with the piercings? Who knows? I don't know. Are the other two friends going to hook up and be together? They're both doms. What do we do with this? I want someone to, I mean, we can be verse every now and then. Come on now. I don't know, but I want them to be together. What happened with the boss? Like, what really happened with him? What does Hwa-young do now? Is he still an accountant? I don't think that he got to work at the company anymore. I mean, he did give his resignation, but what's going on. But it sounds like Yuan is still at the club, but it seemed like he wasn't at the club at the end of it. So we've got a lot of things to figure out, and I better not be pissed off. I better not be. But the best birthday gift I could ever receive was Jinx. Yes, that was one of the best things that I could have ever seen. Jinx was so good. And it was just so funny though. Luckily I didn't see too much. Annoying stuff online. I'm not gonna let it affect me, girl. I'm just gonna look at it and be like, really? Really? You're like complaining about that? But it was everything I wanted. So we will get into spoilers for that too. Okay, so we have a 69 situation. Awesome. I feel like you don't see 69 that much in some BLs. I'm sure it's out there. I haven't read every single one, but most of the ones that I'm reading, especially ones that are newer, I'm not seeing a lot of 69 situations going on. I know which one to see. That was. I'm gonna insert clips. Okay, so we've got Jake Young being like, do whatever you want with me, Kim Dan. I'm your toy. Yeah. And you know, Kim Dan, you could have gone even further than that, but I liked what I saw. We knew there was going to be a fountain situation. Jake Young. Yeah, I was like, yes, he gets a nosebleed. Oh, I love that. Tender holding, tender touching at times. Kim Dan on top doing what he's got to do. Yes, that's right. I'm just hoping, I'm really hoping that in the next episode. Okay, so Kim Dan knows what needs to be known for the most part about Jake Young. Maybe not all the specific details, but he knows enough to get like, oh, this might be why Jake Young is the way he is. And the thing about people online that was really interesting is like, Kim Dan, but like Kim Dan fell for Jake Young before he had his redemption arc, right? So Kim Dan has been slowly developing feelings for Jake Young during the time where Jake Young is like an asshole, like a straight up asshole, inconsiderate, does not care, rude, right? So now that Jake Young is finally at that point where it's like, oh wow, not only did I fuck up, I unknowingly made certain situations worse, and I feel extremely guilty about it. I am apologetic, and I just want to make things better for Kim Dan because I want him to be okay. And if that means that I can't be in his life and I'll make him healthy or whatever, then so be it, right? So Jake Young is changing. The frustrating thing is that people don't see that, and again, I think it might go back to either you just hate it to hate it, which it is what it is, or sometimes it seems like people are basing it off of like the episode is like a standalone. It's not. It's a slow burn that is going and going and going. So when people are like critical, which you're obviously entitled to be, sometimes it seems like I'm confused as to why it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm really hoping that girl, if I don't stop shaking this thing, I'm really hoping that in the next episode, it's the full, like, yeah, I have feelings for you. Like, I really want Jake Young to be the one to say, like, I have feelings for you, and just say that. It might take a little bit longer because Jake Young does, like, have that mental thing in his head was like, I'm so selfish even though Kim Dan apparently did not hear him say what he said, but he instantly feels guilty because he's like, how can I even ask Kim Dan to stay with me after everything I've put him through? He's growing. There's growth there, people. Come on. Keep with it. But yeah, I'm so excited for them. I'm happy. I love Jinx. Jinx is just going to be so good. I know I'm not going to be disappointed. I have not been disappointed at all, okay? Everything has been perfect to me. Period. And I love you, meanwhile. You're amazing. Other than that, there's a bunch of other stuff that I want to get into. I obviously have everything from right before I left. So hopefully I can get into that. And I am going to get into that. That's what's actually going to happen. Other thing, we listened to Dungeon Crawler Carl, that's a tongue twister, on the way to and a bit from the vacation. And honestly, that was really fun. It was fun to listen to that. Devin has already listened to, oh shit, he's already at book 6 now. And quite frankly, now that I've listened to it, I think I actually like the voice acting. I had no idea that is it voice acting? Well, I would say yeah, because this guy's doing every single amazing voice. Like, he does Princess Donut, he does Carl, he does every person that they've met so far. He's doing the like AI, robotic thing that's like telling you everything about the game. It actually ended up being really good. So I know I bought it physically. I think I might continue on with the series just listening to it because it wasn't that bad, to be honest with you. But I'm going to switch back and forth. I think I started something else. I can't remember. But yes, it's fine. We're going to keep on reading. We're going to end this month really, really well. I'm really excited. And I can't wait to tell you guys what I'm going to be reading in the month of March, because I'm going to be reading a suggestion from Bonnie, which I'm really excited for. I already got the audiobook, so I want to be listening to that in March. We have the book club for my mom, my sister, my cousin. There's some other things that I'm interested in reading for my own collection, because even though, yes, I did get quite a bit more manga, I'm going to be doing a lot better about unhauling stuff and reading what I already own. And a lot of the stuff that I'm going to unhaul soon, I'm going to read it, make that decision right then and there. Would this be something that I could see myself rereading or not? I'm not just going to keep it for the sake of keeping it. I'm going to be so much better about that. But this has gone long. This has been long. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, do too much talking to you guys. We're going to get into reading, and I will see you guys in a second. Welcome back, everybody. I've done a lot of reading, so that's exciting. Very, very, very proud of myself, if I do say so. So we read all of these, and I want to try to be quick about it as much as possible, because I do a bad job of that. So, kind of rapid fire. Some we might talk a little bit longer with. Some we're going to be quick. So, Firefly Wedding, Volume 5. Absolutely need to see Volume 6. Don't know when it's coming out, but I need it. Give it to me now. Satoko and Shinpai, they're getting closer. It's very clear, and it's been clear, that Shinpai actually loves Satoko, and her feelings for him have been building, but she's had the because of like the expectation and everything, basically her life shit, I don't want to say that she's built a wall of that around her, but it's like, the thing about Satoko is her whole identity, since she decided, she put her foot down and she said, I'm doing this, has been, I do not want to be a burden to my father. I know that I need to get married. That's what everybody keeps telling me. And I have to do the things that are going to make other people happy. I want everybody to be happy, and I don't want to be a burden. And obviously that's going to come at the expense of her feelings. She doesn't necessarily, I think, want to get married. I think she wants to marry for love, but that's not the reality for her. She is sick. There is a chance that she will die sooner rather than later. She, up until the point where she's kidnapped, is like kind of just accepting the fact, like, look, I don't get to have a life where I'm like happy. I don't get to do the things that some other people get to do. I have to do this thing for my dad and for these people who did everything for me, and my happiness doesn't matter. So, I don't remember what that phrase is, but yeah, I think you know the point I'm getting at. So when she finally comes to realize, like, I have these very strong feelings for Shinpai, it shatters, like, the illusion of, like, I guess the fake smile on her face, right? And she finally is like, fuck, I really love him. And this means that this changes the thing that I've been chasing, which is like, I just need to make everybody else happy, but what about my happiness? I don't think that this will end bad in the long run. I really hope it doesn't. But it makes me sad to think that, like, what if she does die before she and Shinpai can be together? What if she doesn't ever get to go back to her dad? Then you have Kotaro, the guy who was her attendant. We see a little bit we'd see a flashback of their lives together. Clearly he has feelings for her. What we found out in the last volume, so this is a spoiler, so skip after the flash, that the stepmother is the one who orchestrated all this, but we see her stepsister or her half sister, and she seems to be a mini-me of her fuck ass mama, to put it simply. Okay, she was jealous of the fact that, you know, Satoko is very beautiful, is getting attention. People are fussing over her. And it's so sad when you see stuff like that, because it's like, bitch, what the fuck am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of The Inept Villainess, where the other girl swaps with our main character because she's like, oh, she's so beautiful. Oh, she's so frail. Everybody fawns over her. But then when she's finally in her body and she realizes, oh, she actually is sick. She actually is disabled. And it is a debilitating thing that she's having to deal with. And she pushes through despite the pain. You know, you obviously step into someone else's experience and you figure out, oh, okay, yeah, I'm an asshole. Obviously, that's not going to happen with the half-sister, but that's essentially what's going on. You don't realize how hard it is for Satoko. You just see all these things that you feel are positive, but not necessarily. So, yeah, girl, I'm excited. I can't wait to continue on with Firefly Wedding. I would highly recommend this. Yes. I say do it. And I certainly hope that everything's going to be okay, because I love Satoko. Okay, I love her. I'm excited for her. Volume 4. It Takes More Than a Pretty Face to Fall in Love. Very cute. I didn't do the flashing hands. Sorry. I'll put a little thing up. Get my train of thought right. What the hell was I thinking? What was I going to say? Oh. Still loving this. Kind of wish that she had the opportunity to maybe try out something with the second dude, but I don't think anything was going to happen there anyway, so it's probably just wishful thinking on my part. But this is still really cute. I really, really like them. I like them so much as a couple. I think that they're very, very, very adorable. And I just can't wait to continue on with this series. I think it's been really cute. It's so funny because, you know, while it's been a while since I read volume 3. I think that I read that earlier in January. But reading volume 5 of Spring Storm Monster, and the character Hoshi, who is boy crazy, I forgot that she was also boy crazy a little bit. Like, she is very honest and open about the fact that, like, I think that this person's cute and I'm going to tell them. And you know what? Good for you, girl, because you know what? You should be able to do that, you know, in a respectful way, not in a creepy way. But, you know, if you find, anytime I see a beautiful person out, I like to say, you know what? You're gorgeous. I love to give a compliment. I don't expect anything back in return, but I love to give one. Oh my God, there were these 2 girls. I didn't have a chance to say anything to them, but I was in Ulta getting something. The coolest looking people I've ever seen. Like, they looked so fucking cool. I wish I would have said something, but I did compliment that one girl though. Oh yeah. Anyway, that's not here or there. I just really, really like the main character. I like all the main characters so far. I really like her. Yeah, I like it. It's very cute. I also read I Married My Best Friend to Shut My Parents Up. This was a very cute, although I will probably be selling this one. It's a one-shot, and I didn't like the fact that there's a secondary story. I don't usually like that, because usually the secondary story isn't good enough to justify losing space in it for the first story. It's basically our 2 main female characters. They knew each other back in like middle school, high school. One of them always had a crush on the other. Hana is the one that had the crush on, what's her name again? Morimoto. So Morimoto, I don't know. I think when she was younger, she was probably giving more aromantic. I think that's the term, where, you know, guys would ask her out, she would date them, but they would often come back and be like, it doesn't feel like you like me. What's going on? So then they'd break up, but Hana has always carried a torch for Morimoto, she one day is like, why don't you date me? Morimoto's like, no. And Hana's like, okay, my bad, forget I said anything. What we find out about Morimoto, now that she's an adult, is like all through her childhood, adolescence, everything, and growing up, even now as an adult, her parents have been awful to her. The mother in particular both of the parents were hard on her, but the mother in particular, I think, is the one who was put under the most, who put the most pressure on Morimoto face to face, but it seems like because of the dad. So if she got 9 out of 10 right on a test, why didn't you get the 10th one? 1 point, why were you 1 point away? So again, the first bullies that she encountered were damn parents, and I can't stand that. I hate that. I hate that. So she's just had it hard, okay? And she just kind of does what she can to get by. She doesn't want to rock the boat, but she essentially kind of does what not what anyone says, but it's like the path of least resistance is just kind of allowing other people to make the decisions for her so that they aren't going to turn around and yell at her, because she clearly has trauma from that. So Hana and her are still kind of friends. Morimoto's in a place where she's like, oh, my parents, like, they keep bothering me about getting married. And Hana, girl, you know what you were doing with that. But she was like, girl, let's just get married. We can get married in the place we live. Like, it's not exactly the same, because I think it's more like a civil union. Possibly. That's what it sounded like. But still legal. And she's like, and that'll get your parents off your back, because they probably won't like the fact that you would be married to a woman, but you're married, so they would have to leave you alone about it. So they agree to get married, they do it, go to meet the parents, and as soon as they find out what's going on, they essentially disown her right then and there, which is just absolutely disgusting. In a way, though, it's kind of freeing for Morimoto, because she's like, you know what? I've done everything for you guys. Probably because they had that mentality of like, I had you when I did this and X, Y, and Z. And you first of all, I didn't ask to be born. So I don't know who the hell you think telling me X, Y. That's what you're supposed to do as a parent. You don't get to hold it over my head. I put a roof over your head. Well, you put a roof over everybody's head. I mean, you're the one with the fucking job. Excuse me. That's the least you can do. That's like what you do. Again, let me calm down, because I will get mad and I will get the yapping even further. Y'all know I don't like that. Anyway, so the relationship progresses. It's still very still platonic, even though Hana, she tries to cross the line a few times, which I was like, yeah, calm down now. Later on, Morimoto overhears her boss being spoken to by another person in the company she works at, like, oh, I saw you, kind of praising Morimoto for doing all this extra work. You shouldn't put her on that project, because she's a woman and she's probably going to get married and have a baby, and then she's not going to care anymore. You should just give it to a man. He literally says this. He says, give it to a man, even if he would suck at it. Let me just zip my lips, because I got more to say about that too. I don't like it. So that is when Morimoto's she hears that, and then when Hannah says something Hannah's an illustrator, and she is really excited about this thing that she gets to do, and she doesn't want to have a job where she fucking hates it, I guess. So Morimoto, being with Hana changes Morimoto for the better. And yeah, then they end up together officially. Yay. But then the second story was well, I don't fucking like this. You could have put more stuff with them in there, so I didn't have to see this weird high school romance. I didn't like it. So I thought that this was good for the main story. I don't foresee myself keeping this and rereading it, because it was just okay. So yeah, not bad. All right, Spring Storm and Monster Volume 5. Lord have mercy. Genuinely, I'm going to need Kaya and Ronko, basically the whole family, to go to a therapist. Him specifically. I think one of the saddest things, but also the most interesting thing, is that Kaya was groomed by women and girls. He does not know what it looks like and what it means to be in a consensual relationship with someone. He doesn't know that. And unfortunately, he is kind of grooming Ronko now. It has been basically for the last few volumes. And it's very sad because Ronko has made it very clear, like, I am your older sister. She doesn't have, like, I think she, well, I mean, I would certainly be confused if a fucking boy is kissing me all the time and I had resigned myself to not being friends with anybody, not doing anything, and now I'm kind of forced into a situation with someone of the opposite sex who I have a weird dynamic with them of, like, I look at them like a little brother, but I can also acknowledge that they're good looking, and we're doing things with each other that are things that you wouldn't do with your sibling, right? So Kaya is kind of grooming her, and it really sucks because as the audience, we know this is not really what Ronko wants. Ronko doesn't want you to make out with her in the house with the parents downstairs. She doesn't want that. She doesn't want to truly do those things with Kaya. She wants to just be close to him and give him an experience that's not, like, full of pain, right? She just wants to be a good, she's never been a sibling before, but she basically just wants to be a good sibling to him. And Kaya really crosses the boundary over and over and over again. And it's so hard because he doesn't know any better. I mean, he's truly written like he literally doesn't know. And no adults are involved to really talk about this. So it's interesting. It's interesting, but I think it's worth, like, exploring that because it is some people's experience, right? But anyway, Nasu is obviously into Ronko. He is being pushed aside by Kaya. The other thing about Kaya too is that he knows because Nasu told him that he likes Ronko, but he is doing things on purpose in front of Nasu. Did I say Nasu? Nasu, my bad. He's doing things in front of him on purpose to, like, assert the dominance of, like, she's mine. So we're getting a little something needs to be addressed by the adults, in my opinion. And then you have a Hoshi, one of the funniest characters in this whole fucking book. I'm sorry. She's, like, my favorite. She's so funny. She's also clearly layered, and I like female characters like her. She is so funny. I like the fact that she is not apologetic about really liking guys, finding guys hot. She knows what she likes. And the reason why she doesn't have any female friends is because another canon event I think most of us have gone through, had a bad experience in school where some guys were nicer to her, and then everybody started spreading rumors about her and treating her pretty poorly. And it's like, well, she didn't do anything really, but I like Hoshi. She's so funny. All in all, basically, Kaya ends up working with Hoshi to separate Ronko and Nasu. There's obviously feelings there. They both like each other. Nasu knows that he likes her. Ronko doesn't know. And she's not gonna know if he keeps fucking making out with her all the time. And, purposefully, like, butting into things, won't let her have friends, really. It's not cute. Now, if this was an adult man, fucking hell. I would have absolutely no sympathy. So hopefully he wouldn't turn into that kind of adult male. I hope he gets it together. But yeah, Ronko, she's never gonna fucking learn what it means unless she gets the fuck away from Kaya or Kaya stops. So anyway, they're on an overnight trip now. Here we go. it's, oh my God, and the other friends are so funny. Like, there's so many funny side characters in this that I could go on and on about, so I'm not going to do that. But so far, I'm really liking this. I have to keep going with it because it is so good. And again, I really hope someone addresses this because Ronco is so literally no life experience. Barely even looking anything up on the internet to understand. Like, she's just like a husk. I don't mean that in a rude way, but like all that she, sometimes reading her stuff is like, oh my God, please get on the internet, get on TikTok or something. Like, please, it can't just be the bread game and never speaking to anybody, because she doesn't pick these things up. She doesn't get this, she doesn't get that, and that's fine. But at the same time, it's like, oh my God, she can't ever tell when someone's flirting with her. Okay, whatever. She pisses me off sometimes, but I feel bad for her, obviously, because it's like, she had a shitty experience. It's not like she knows what it's like to, like, it's only ever been her and her mom, when her mom is not married to another man. So she's lived a very sheltered life, and she liked it that way. And now things are changing. And the good thing is the bad experiences are hopefully going to be rewritten or just glossed over, stamped out by these good memories that she's making. And hopefully she makes friends. And it seems like that's what she wants. But I don't know why we're acting like she's, I don't know. It's the way the character's written. Connie, calm down. Stop taking it so personal. Y'all know that's how I get to just get to getting. Just get to going on and on and on. I got to stop. All right, the last one. This one was good. And I got emotional reading this. And this one I want to try very hard to be quick. So I'm going to read the back. Okay. When she doesn't feel well, when there's a test, when she doesn't want to go to school, I take her place. I'm Tsuneo Aikawa's replica, and I exist solely for her sake. Or at least, that's how it was until he came into my life. Now I wear my hair up so he can tell us apart, and we make promises for tomorrow I may not have. Everything about me might be borrowed, but my heart is mine alone. I did not expect this to be as dark as it ended up being, and how dark it could potentially turn into. And because of that, I genuinely have to continue this series. I must know what happens next. This is so sad, but it's also something that like brings up a lot of good conversation and things to like acknowledge. This deals with mental health, depression, thoughts of suicide, possible suicide. I think that might be where we're going in this one, which is hard. I just think it's so great. I didn't know what to expect from it. And I thought, this might be one that I probably won't continue, but I'm probably going to like it. And up until we see how and I'm going to just refer to her as the replica, and then the original girl, the original or OG. When you see how the replica is treated and how she is not just like a robot with no feelings and no thoughts. She's like a whole separate person with real feelings and the potential to love and want to love. And she's but she really has no agency unless she's away from the OG. But the OG is the one who created her. So it's such a complicated situation. But the replica, she goes to school and goes to these events that the OG doesn't want to go to. And it's pretty clear that it's not just like, oh, I'm just a brat and I don't want to go to school necessarily. I'm sure there is some of that in there. But you can tell that it's because the OG is suffering from depression, most likely. The first time she decides the first time we encounter them is, she's on her period and she has cramps. But it slowly gets darker and darker and darker with the OG, and I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with her. But the replica, She goes to school for her. She makes up with friends for the OG. She loves these things. She loves the friend. She loves going to school. She loves studying. She views the world in such a positive and bright light, because this is all she knows. When she's disappeared away, when she's no longer needed, it's like that. She ceases to exist. And it's like all the time that she was gone could have been a month, but to her it's a second. But it's like, that was a month. So like, that's just so sad, right? So she does everything according to how the OG would do it. Even though the OG, when she does end up going to school, her personality is completely different. She's cold. She isn't very talkative. She's more introverted, but she's kind of outwardly mean to people, which is really interesting. That's another thing I want to dive into. Until a guy who was out of school for like 2 or 3 months comes back. He was on the basketball team, and this guy was assaulted. It almost sounds like he was hazed by the seniors on the basketball team because they were jealous of him, but he suffered an injury and now he can't play basketball. So he was out for a long time. Now he's back. He's clearly different, and he decides to join the same club that the replica and the friend are in, and it's the literature club. He wasn't someone who was a big reader, so this is all new to him, but it's really interesting, and he and the replica start to get close, and that is like the first, like, oh, no, you can't, oh, what was that? What the hell's on my finger, girl? It's like, no, you can't do that. You can't, oh, I rubbed my eyebrow. Girl, you know what? There you have it. That's what happens when you draw your eyebrows on every morning. Anyway, so yes, so he and the replica get closer. That's a big no-no, especially for the OG, because that's not a part of the plan, okay? She like has one friend and that's it. And adding this guy who is somewhat popular, right? So he's popular from before, but he's also popular now because of the circumstances that happened to him. So as soon as the replica changes the routine and the OG finds out when she finally goes back to school, she's hard on her. And we start to see the OG really resents the replica. And it's sad. It's sad to see. And that's what I meant about like how she's treated. Because the OG created the replica because she just couldn't do the thing that happened or whatever, or that she had to do. And over time, as she got older, it's like she hated the replica, I guess, for going and being able to put a smile on her face and do the things that the OG can't do. But it's not the replica's fault, It's like she's taking her anger and her frustration. It's so misdirected at the replica, and that's just fucked up. Oh my God, she finally gets to have a moment. Like, she does something completely off script. She skips school with the guy. She gets to go to the zoo. It's something for her. It's something that she got to choose to do. When the OG finds out, the encounter is frightening. And that's when you really see the darkness going on, and that's when it's like, oh, this story is going to be very, very scary. So she's waiting for her in the dark. I know that you skipped school. What did you do? Then she starts to tell her, let me live my life. You took my life away from me. Give it back. And the replica's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You, like, this part, I almost forgot about it. And this is where I might cry. She's talking about how you get to do all of the things with our family. I don't think she should not be able to say our. Even if she's a replica, you get to snuggle with your mom. You get to spend time with dad. They make you food. They spend time with you, quality time. The OG doesn't even feed the replica. She gives her scraps if she decides to feed her. It's like the replica has every right to be like, what the fuck where do you get off telling me to give you back your life when you snap your fingers and I disappear and you can still live the life? I'm here when you don't want to live your life. How could I give you something back that I never took from you? But I think that's the depressive side of our main character, right? Like, she's suffering. It doesn't seem like she's telling anybody. I mean, you have to fucking make a replica, obviously. What the fuck? The friend don't even know. So, she's not sharing what's going on. She's not even talking to the replica about what's going on. And the replica goes in your place to do all these things, these mundane things, and she enjoys it. So I think, that's where the resentment comes from. Like, how do you, you exist because I created you, and yet you are enjoying these mundane things I can't do. It's just so sad, God, I mean, so frightening. And then, the OG basically tells her to go away. I'm never going to call upon you again. And for months, she doesn't, until she finally does. And she doesn't apologize, and she doesn't care. She just is basically like, go on, get to going, do what I tell you to do. It's sick. It's sad. All right. So just so we understand, I know I've talked a lot. So the replica wears her hair up now ever since the guys come to school, because she basically wanted him. She knew that if he spoke to the OG, which he ended up doing, that she's going to, one, be upset because the replica is not supposed to be, no. But also she's going to be rude to him. And obviously she's not going to tell anybody that she's a replica. So she's like, I'll wear my hair up, and that's when, you can come and talk to me and that we can talk with each other. But if my hair's down, don't come up to me. Girl, this is the biggest plot twist, okay? And this is what I was not expecting. So here's like a huge fucking spoiler. We find out that the boy is also a replica. And I think I might cry, sorry. So, both of the replicas now are with each other. And I might cry, sorry. The boy is like, I'm glad I got to meet you. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do things or whatever. But he's like, because I don't think I have long, or I don't have much time left. And that it's probably because the original is going to kill himself. Young kid. You're just having fun. You're doing the thing you love. And then people who should be supporting you and having fun with you decide, oh, I'm going to hurt you. And he's now been assaulted. He's been injured, and he can't even do the thing he loves. And he has to create this replica to live in his place, because he never came back to school. It's always been the replica. And that's just really sad. But then you feel sad for the replica, because what if, he wants to live? Can he live in the original's place? The original is the one with the soul, the one who manifested it. Can the replica live? And then it's just so sad. So then you think about the same thing for her. She has feelings. She wants to love. She wants to experience life. She doesn't just want to be brought in and out when someone else says so. But then the other part of it is like imagine if that was real. If you could manifest something like that, would that help people, for the hard days? That's just so sad. That's why I want to talk about this one last. Yeah, so I don't know how long this will be, but I definitely want to continue it. But it's really, really, really tough just thinking about how much darker this got, you know. Oh God, you know when you like are crying but you're trying not to, and like the lump starts to fall. I'm just like, oh God, please. Okay, it's a good thing y'all looking at the damn manga, not my face, because I know this shit. It's like bloody red tears because of my eyeliner, my mascara. Life. This is good. Just keep it simple. Other than that, I'll make this part quick. I caught up on Pond Where Flowers Fall. Oh my God. Hanbit's about to go to America. Jesus Christ, to find Wuju. This is like going to be such a lovely love story of stepbrothers. Okay. Okay. Girl, what else did I read? Oh my God, what else did I read? Holy fudge. Hold on. Let's get the iPad out. Oh, damn, dude. I need to remember to freaking charge this thing. Oh my God. Okay. 2020, excuse me. So I read the side story. Why did I get one glimpse of pink hair in the last episode and now this most recent one, it's over? Do you want me to fucking scream? Do you want me to do that? Explode? Spontaneously combust? When you say that's the end, you better mean something else is coming. That's the end of this. God damn it, because I can't get enough of them. I love them. I will be rereading 2020. I will be. I just will be. God, I can't believe it's over. That little pissed me off. I wonder if it's going to shut down an app. Dude, the Lesson app on Apple sucks. Let's see. Okay, yeah. All right. Oh my God. We won't talk about that right now because this has been long. But I restarted and finished like the most recent and You Are My World. Oh my God. Don't get me started. I'm pissed. Oh girl, there's so much I got to catch up on. Yeah, dude. Okay, so there shouldn't be any nuts or titties in this. Okay, so if we go all the way down, oh girl, we're still going. I got to read, and please don't judge me for some of these, okay? I just try things out, and then sometimes I'm just like, let's just buy the whole thing. Why not? So, I can't find anything that I was supposed to see. And I'm looking through the phone, so now I'm wondering, did I pass the things that... Okay, let me get this closer to my face. Something seems to be... Okay, why the fuck, and I'm so mad, Moonlit Secrets, remember I said I was going to read that? What the fuck? What happened to me? I still haven't started this one. I never finished this one. I did not finish Winter Wolf. What the hell? I'm so far behind on Sandwich Paradox. I need to buy the rest of the episodes for Beautiful Nightmare. I don't even know what's going on there. I randomly bought Before Our Story Comes to an End. Girl, I have so many things. Driver's High. Was trucking with that. What happened? I'm going to get back in the Heart of the Lotus at some point. But I'm behind now on You Are So Lovely. Oh my God. I'm going to read that now. And yeah, I'm pissed. I'm behind. God, I spent all these damn coins. I better get to getting. So yes, that's my life. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do y'all remember that? That Miley Cyrus thing. Anyway, I'm sleepy. Clearly. The tears are done. I will talk to you guys later. There you have it. No more rambling, but at least I didn't tangent too much. I did tangent a bit, but I didn't tangent too much. That's right. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, so it's the next day. So today is Saturday. I need to, how many times am I going to say it? I need to get on that damn iPad, but it's all good. Because you know what? I got some reading done, but I would like to get more reading done. So since Devin is on his way home, I am literally going to turn my phone off as soon as he gets here. That's just a fact. Like, I just have to do it. But I read some really good one-shots. I just finished You're All Mine Tonight. This is the same mangaka who did Light of My Life. I'll put the picture up. But I read that last year. I got approved for it at NetGalley, and then I got it physically. So that was pretty exciting to see. Like, I'm reading another thing by this mangaka, and I really loved this. Oh my God. I mean, this was very, very, very good. And it does remind me a little bit of that one, Light of My Life, but this one is a bit different. So basically, you've got these two men, Kanzaki and, what is his name again? Nagi. Kanzaki and Nagi met 5 years ago when Nagi was a call boy, I guess you could say. They had a month-long affair where it was very clear that Kanzaki was falling for Nagi, but then he ended up getting reassigned to a new job overseas, and so they don't really go too deep into it, but it just seems like he didn't know how to say anything to Nagi, but at the same time, I think he probably felt like it's so interesting. It's like, I think they both thought the same thing of each other. Like, oh, it wasn't really serious for him. It wasn't really serious for him either. So it's not a big deal. I won't say how I feel. Girl, that's never the way. That's never the way in these kinds of stories. Okay, so I am going to do some spoilers, so I apologize, but flashing hands. So 5 years have passed. Kanzaki comes back to the company in Japan, and there's a new person. It's Nagi. And when he's a little bit different. He looks different. He doesn't have blonde hair anymore. He's very, very shy and quiet, very reserved. And, he has been holding a torch for Nagi this whole time. He's even wearing the ring for the last 5 years that Nagi gave him. He has been in love with him since the time that they were together. When he tries to approach Nagi, Nagi just runs away. He is very standoffish. He tries to hold him at arm's length away. And it hurts Kanzaki because he doesn't really know what's going on. We as the audience eventually find out. So Nagi, oh my God. And I felt for him as a, I know he's a character. I know he's a fictional character, but this is someone's reality, which makes me very sad. And it just really sucks. So Nagi, when he was younger, he was assaulted by his best friend. And obviously that's very traumatic, but he chose to, I don't know if the right term is internalize this. I don't know if that's the right one, but basically he blames himself because of the things that his best friend says to him, as most abusers and rapists do. It's your fault. You wanted this. You were, coming on to me. And unfortunately, Nagi basically believes that. And so he turns to sex work, which he feels is him taking control of the situation and the circumstance of what happened. But unfortunately, it's his real inner core thoughts are, this is all I'm good at. It doesn't really matter how I feel. I'm just going to do what people want. If this is all I'm good at, then that's how it is. So he obviously does. He's very successful. He does anything that people want, which, can oftentimes, it seems hurt him because people are abusing him now. But then he meets Kanzaki, and that's when things start to change. And he starts to, think about things a little bit differently. But then Kanzaki leaves, and something really, really changes in Nagi. Basically, he can no longer get hard. He does not enjoy having sex, and that means that he stops basically being a call boy. But for him, he's now thinking, this was the only thing that I was good at. that's what made me worthy of whatever, I guess, living even, and now I can't do it. So what good am I? And it's just so awful because like that is some people's true like internal thoughts. And it's like, it's not true. And that person was a piece of shit who initially hurt you. And you are more than that. Even if you do enjoy doing that, like you are still more than that. No one should ever make you feel like you are less than. So, when Kanzaki is gone, this affects Nagi. He then, feels like, yeah, all I was a call boy. It doesn't even matter. So when he sees Kanzaki now, after everything that's been going on with him, it's very shocking. And, they can't get it right. There's all this miscommunication. Nagi is really, really traumatized. But now that he's kind of getting closer to Kanzaki, or I should say Kanzaki keeps getting closer to him, it's like, it's frustrating because he really crossed some boundaries. It ended up working out in the end. So it's like, oh, okay, I guess that's fine. But, and that was frustrating. But he starts to get hard, y'all. He starts to get hard on. He's starting to get these feelings back. Congratulations. And of course they end in there happily ever after. And it just made me so happy. Lovely. I think we really explored, really embracing someone loving you and knowing that you are worthy of love, and you're not just like in this circumstance, it's not just about your body. Kanzaki doesn't just want you for your body. He's not like these other people. He genuinely loves Nagi, and he wants to know who Nagi really is. And it was just really nice. I really liked it. I would love to see their story continue because they're so cute. Oh, I love them. Then there was this little side story, which I thought, ooh, look at me being a little fucker. Actually, hold on. This isn't censored. Let me go back. My bad. Because, I read that one manga the other day where they put in a secondary story that has nothing to do with the main one. And I'm like, God, I fucking hate this. This one I actually liked. Sorry, that's my dishwasher. So the other part, though... Ooh, okay, girl. Wait. Oh, I'm thinking of something different, dumbass. I'm thinking of flip, slowly. My bad. Wait, am I? I think I am. Yeah, I think I am. Anyway. Well, for that one, I was like, oh my God. I ended up really liking the secondary story. Girl, it's probably not even this one. It's probably in the fucking second. Anyway. Very good. 5 stars. You will be reread multiple times. Boom. Flip, slowly. Not really sure how the title, corresponds with the story, but very, very cute as well. So you've got a younger top, older bottom, I think. Right? All right, let me see. Is this the one where we have the secondary story? Yeah, it's got to be in the other one. This one was really, really interesting. And now I got to find out if I've read anything by this mangaka, if they've done anything else. But basically, seaside town in the countryside. You've got one of our main characters. He is a librarian. He loves his job. And there is this new person who's been coming in for like the past few weeks who gets like the same, he gets the same author's book in the series, right? So like he's going through the series by this one author. And he's very intrigued by this older man because he doesn't know who he is. And eventually they end up speaking to each other, spending time together, and you find the story is he is back. This is where he used to live. He grew up here. He's back because his father passed away and he's kind of taking care of his mom, in the interim. He was estranged from his father because when his father found out that he was gay, he basically disowned him, was very cruel. And unfortunately, that's what brought him back. But there's obviously that feeling of, I don't like being here. There's nothing but bad memories here. His mom never apologized. It's very tense between them. It's flashbacks to the reason why anybody found out that he was seeing a man was because the guy he was dating wanted them to have sex and he wasn't ready. And instead of just accepting that, he got mad and then he spread the rumor that he was gay. Of course, this other main character may be gay. He's not totally sure because it doesn't seem like he's had any interaction in a relationship, but he's never been interested in women and he's very infatuated and intrigued by this character here. he kind of tries to push him away, like, I'm too old for you, like, don't waste your time on me. But he can't help it. He can tell that he's gonna leave, and he's like, I don't want you to leave, and I'm not gonna stop trying to, I want you know my feelings for you, and I don't want you to leave. Yeah, it's really just that simple. His mom ends up apologizing to him. They end up together. Oh my God. And there's this little, is it this one? I think. This is a story about being blessed with opportunities to go on drives and just sit and chat. I hope you enjoyed it. It was just like, this was just such a cute story. The little notes. Oh, and then the moment where the younger guy comes out to his father. That was so beautiful. That made me so emotional. It was so sweet. But this was lovely. This is another one. I would definitely continue on. If they got a longer story, oh my God, please. You know, I beg for that. I beg for that. This is a banger. I'm sorry. God of Seduction in the Bedroom. This is so freaking funny. Okay. I think I can show this. Because it technically is censored. I'm obsessed with this little god. This was so cute. This is the one that has the secondary story, isn't it? Let me make sure. I know it exists. Yes, it does. Did this really matter? No, but I didn't hate this. So that's why I was like, look at me being a little hypocrite. But this was a cute one, dude. So let's just read the back, because, you know, I'm getting just going on and on. When you're this bad at love, only a god can help. Satoru's love life has hit rock bottom. As the world's worst lover, he's been dumped time and time again due to his terrible skills in bed. Just when he thinks all hope is lost, the god of seduction, affectionately nicknamed, is it Echon? Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Suddenly appears to turn his fortunes around. Echon, or Ekin? Girl, I'm sorry. We're just going to say God of Seduction. I don't want to keep butchering it. Reveals that the only way to make things right is to find Satoru's perfect partner, a match so ideal that sparks are guaranteed to fly. Enter Shinya Hoshina, a wildly popular actor and Satoru's supposed soulmate. Satoru manages to get close to Shinya, leading to a night that redefines everything he thought he knew about pleasure. But as Shinya's kindness and sincerity begin to melt Satoru's heart, what started as divine intervention turns into something much deeper. 5 out of 5. I would absolutely reread this a million times over. Again, this was so funny. I loved our main characters. So yeah, he's been dumped time and time again. It's also, I think, kind of like, in the beginning, I think like he doesn't have the largest penis. And I think he also feels like that is the other reason why women who he's been predominantly dating this whole time want to dump him, basically. I mean, that could be it. But the other thing is, like, it does not have an emotional connection with them. And you know what? It doesn't have to be a woman, but god damn it, you know, the foreplay for women starts damn near when we wake up sometimes, okay? It's not just, hey, fucking kiss me on the neck. It's the little things that happen throughout the day. It's the little things that happen leading up to it. Just throwing out some advice for everybody. And if anybody was wondering if they needed some help, okay? It's not, foreplay is not just the kissing and it's as important though. Oh my, I'm acting like that old lady who had a little fucking late night sex show. I gotta remember what that lady's name is. Yeah. I did see episodes of that when I was younger. I should not have. But that's when we had illegal cable. Shout out to my father. Anyway, moving on. Yes, so he just doesn't have success in sex, but he doesn't have success in relationships either, because he's not in love. And therein lies the problem, right? So here comes the god of seduction. He is like, I'm going to find the perfect person for you. Oh, it so happens to be like the most popular celebrity right now. And not the woman, the man. So he's really apprehensive about that. He's like, I've never been with a man. What the fuck are you talking about? They end up meeting each other, which they probably shouldn't have had in any normal circumstances. So they end up face to face. he, who nobody can see, is like talking to him and like telling him, go for it, give me your number. And when he basically doesn't want to, he possesses his body. He ends up saying yes to him blatantly. Well, him basically being like, hey, you're Hoshina, right? Want to have sex? And he's like, sure. We then find out he can't see him, but he can get a sense of him. And he is somebody who, you know, is in tune with the supernatural and shit. So he's like, you know, I figured you were possessed. You know, I have, you know, experience with this. Not like he can exorcise anything, but, you know, he has been plagued by seeing ghosts most of his life, and it's been really traumatizing for him. So he is like coming at it like, I want to sincerely help you, because he does make it seem like he kind of goes along with the story of like, yeah, I was possessed by this thing, and it's because he really likes you, and if you have sex with me, maybe he'll go away. I tell you what, if my dishwasher could be any louder, oh my God, sorry, it's distracting me. So they get to hunching, and of course, you know he was feeling it like crazy. Okay, this is the best sex he's ever had. He too enjoyed himself. This was their first experiences with a man, and it was lovely. And so begins the, okay, we're going to keep having sex with each other, but the motives are all wrong, you know? So he eventually starts to feel guilty because he's like, oh my God, he's like so sincere. He's such a nice person. And of course he's fallen in love. Hello. He too is falling in love. Enter the woman who he initially was like, oh, I hope it's her, the female actress. Dude, enter this woman who I need to see more about her. Okay. I need to see more about this woman. So she can see the god of seduction. She literally points it out, and she figures out what's going on. And I thought, oh, this is so funny. She's going to be a friend. No, she is a freak among freaks. Okay. The freakiest of them all. She corners him and she's like, I want to get in on this. Let's fuck. Which then he ends up hearing, of course, because, you know, why would it go any other way? Lord. So then they stop talking a little bit. That sucks. Look at how funny this shit is. I mean, this stuff, the expressions and everything are so funny. Then she calls him up and he's like, I'm so sorry. She's like, girl, we're about to fuck. Okay. This bitch has handcuffs right now. She look at her. I'm in love with her. Gakia-san, you see, I just love soft, cutesy guys like you. I get so excited thinking about, girl, I can't see the crack is so fucking, turning you into my little pet. Huh, what? You're so pure. So much room to break you in. Relax, it might hurt, but I promise the pleasure will be worth it. Is that a dildo? I mean, that is so funny. So I would genuinely like to see a side story about her. I want her to find her freaky sex partner, her beautiful little submissive man, which we all deserve one, in my opinion. Don't we all deserve a little submissive man ready to be on his knees, getting chained up, getting handcuffed up a little bit, oiled down? Don't get me started. But the goddess seduction possesses somebody else and then helps him get away. It's just so funny. It was so funny. This whole story was great. Okay, now for the secondary story, the reason why that ended up working was because the main story was done really well. It was paced really well too, in my opinion. So when this came, I was like, okay, like I feel satisfied with that. This one was really strange though, because basically this guy, I don't actually know what he does. I don't know. He must sell perfume, I guess. He smells this thing. He's like, oh shit, you know, I got to work with this person. It's this dude. He's got to make me some scent. He's like, okay, I'll do the scent thing if you let me lick and suck on you. And you can't stop me, girl, because if you want the fucking perfume or cologne, you got to let me basically suck you off, because that's what ends up happening. And, you know, obviously that's a little manipulative to be like, yeah, I'll do this thing that I initially said no to as long as you let me do whatever I want to you. Because he already gets to licking on him as soon as he's sniffing on him and shit. But then, there's a catch. Okay, I don't really like the manipulation, but then he gets this, like, Lord of mercy. So getting real freaky. But then we get right back to the main story and we get like a few little side stories. And I love that. So great. So yes, all 3 of these were fantastic. 5 out of 5 if I do say so myself. I'm having so much fun. We're going to keep the party rolling, okay? I've got those guys over there. I've got these guys over here. We'll see if I get to anything over here. But I also want to finish Thrum. So I'm listening to it. I don't actually know if I was at the halfway mark, but I must have, like, my brain must have shut off at some point because a chapter started and Dorian is involved. I won't give too much away, but if you've read it, you know who I'm talking about. And I was like, wait, I literally just heard something about it being far away, if you know what I'm saying. So I had to restart a few chapters, and I said, now, I know I didn't just fucking not hear all this. So I'm actually restarting the whole thing, and I'm excited. I think it'll be good. So I'll check back in with you guys in a second. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, it is Sunday night. We had a long, busy day at work, but guess what? We're home now. I did some reading while I was in the car. And I actually read a little bit this morning. Yeah, I have my iPad with me so we can go over that. But I started and finished Tamon's B-side, and then I just finished Tamon's B-side volume 2. I was like a little over halfway through it. This is really, really cute. I remember seeing these, just the covers, before I ever knew what they were, before it had an anime. And I was like, this looks really cute, but I don't know if I'll get into it, like, just at that moment. Like, I can see myself probably reading it someday. And then the anime came out, and then I saw that, oh, it's actually not what I was expecting, just a twist. And I said, you know what? This would actually be probably really cute. So I really want to try this out. And I really like it so far. So basically, you got this boy idol group called Face and beloved by all, okay? Main person, or the center of the group is Tamon, I think. Tamon, that's how you pronounce it, right? Charismatic, pretty boy, really nice, does anything for his fans. Is it Kunishita? Yeah, when Kunishita, she's in high school, they're the same age. She has a part-time job where she's kind of like a housekeeper, and she is asked to fill in for one of the other employees who is out sick. So she ends up making a house call, and it's him, except the version of him that she's seeing is the complete opposite of the idol persona that he has. So he's very gloomy. He's very, I mean, he's got a lot of stuff going on. We need to address that. I don't know when we're gonna really get to the core of what is going on. Like, I wonder, has he been like this since he was a kid, or did this develop over time? But he is lacking in self-confidence, constantly thinking the worst, apologizing all the time, even if he didn't really do anything wrong. If he thinks that he slighted you in any way, even if that didn't happen, he will apologize. Like, he just has no confidence whatsoever when he is not. I guess you could like equate it to like when his social battery is off, he can't turn on the persona of the idol. That's when he becomes his true form, which is, she calls him Gloomy Hara. So obviously this is, isn't it called like, that's my bias? I don't know a lot about the K-pop terms. I'm sorry. I'm slowly getting into it, but I'm nowhere near anywhere the way that some people are like fans like that. Like I would say I'm less than a noob. I listen to like XG. I listened to some Twice songs. I liked New Jeans. Obviously, I like some older, well, not those people weren't K-pop artists. They were J-pop artists, I guess you could say. But that's neither here nor there. I'm trying to learn these terms. I'm sorry. Moving on. Because this is her main dude. This is her number one person. She's like determined to give him the confidence that he deserves to have. He seems like such a genuinely nice person. So the dynamic is very, very cute. And then we segue into eventually we're going to, I guess, meet every member of this group, which is really interesting. And just by meeting him, it seems probably every single person in the group is not the way that they appear to be to an audience. So here's some spoilers about this character. So Tamon is the center of the group. Ori seems to be like maybe second lead. So he's the leader and he's also like in the front. He is the son of two really famous people. He's been in the industry all his life and been around industry people. But he's a fucking asshole. He's really, really rude. And he ends up coming to Tamon's house because they have to do something for work, for an appearance. She ends up bumping into him on her way out of his apartment. And she's like, oh, fuck, that's Ori. She's like, I'm not going to act weird. I'm just going to, like, keep going. Except she drops her, like, handmade fan for Tamon. So when she realizes that, she goes back to Tamon's apartment, realizes that he's in there. Well, someone's arguing and it happens to be him. And he's being so cruel. I mean, he's really an asshole. He's, like, beating him with the fan. He's like, you're worthless. I hate that you are the leader of this group. You're such a loser. And of course, she gives him a 1-2. Okay, she reads him the riot act, as she should, because you know what? Fuck you. Because at the end of the day, yes, it can be hard to... I'm not even around this fictional character, and it's a little bit difficult because he's so negative. It's not really ever fun being around someone who's super negative. So, I mean, it is what it is. But he still tries so hard. I mean, nobody knows how he really is when he's not the idol version of himself. So he's obviously a really hard worker, and you're just bitter about the fact that you weren't made the leader and you feel like you are owed it because, I mean, let's be quite honest, it's probably because of your parents. And you know what? Nepotism isn't always great. Okay, sometimes you're an asshole and some people are really talented. Some people are assholes and you only got here because you're here. I'm being honest. So the way this ended was very, very cute. I know we're going to segue into volume 3. I already pulled it out, but I'm going to continue to focus on some of the stuff that I've already pulled. Oh my God, y'all, I didn't even show y'all this. I don't know if I told anybody. I was moving in silence. Just kidding. I bought the Girls Love and the Boys Love drop by Kim Beckold. You know I had to. So I bought every single thing. So I bought the bag. It comes with a little like heart chain, but that's on my other purse. I got the sweatpants. I got the shirt. I got the matching sweat jacket in Boys Love and in Girls Love. So I have them in obnoxious bubblegum pink and this, I don't know what you would call this blue. It's not baby blue. This is now, well, it was today. We'll see if I switch. I do tend to switch my bags, but this was my books that I carried with me to work bag. You know, I have Deadline in here. Didn't read it, though. Got my Kindle in here. Didn't use it, though. Can't stand myself. I also have a cookie. I almost forgot about that, but you know what? We're going to crack into that soon. So I definitely want to... Oh, girl. Dropping everything. Cupid is Struck by Lightning. I'm going to reread volume 1. Then I'm going to read volume 2. I vaguely remember. Like, I remember, but, like, I want to refresh. Why not? And then I Can't Stand Being Your Childhood Friend. I'm going to reread volume 1, which I wasn't the biggest fan of this one. I don't know if it was because I just wasn't in the mood. So hopefully now that I'm going to reread it, maybe that'll change my perspective. But the thing is like, I didn't like how in this one, you know, he likes you. And he was kind of playing with him, in my opinion. And I don't like that. I don't like when someone's like taking advantage of a situation. And then you're mad when he's like talking to other people. Bitch, don't piss me off. I mean, I have to constantly say that. And they keep doing it every time. So I'm not going to stop saying it, though. I'm not going to stop saying it. But if I remember correctly, things are kind of resolved at the end of this, moving into the second volume. But they already have their jealousy trope, so it'll be interesting if it goes to a different character. And I really love the second couple that they meet. Make sure y'all don't see anything crazy. Yeah, let's not show y'all that. Yeah, they pretty much like kind of make up. So it'll be interesting. But isn't there a third volume? I gotta look into that. I think there's a third volume. But, girl, okay. Really quickly, this morning, I was up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I was up at 6 o'clock in the morning. And, oh shit, did I do that right? Oh god, now I'm getting distracted, sorry. So I was like, okay, I want to read Lezen. I did. So I did not even realize this is how bad it is. And it's not even that bad. It's just like, girl, you're not even fucking paying attention to the shit you're buying. Go up a little bit so y'all don't see that fucking uncensored wiener. I bought all of Paws and Claws. I don't remember when I did that, but I feel like I remember myself doing it. I just don't remember when I did it. This is so fucking cute. And that was the reason why I did it, was because someone was like, if you want to read something that's complete and that's really, really cute, read Paws and Claws. So, you know, that's all it takes is for someone to make it a suggestion. But, let's see. Yeah, I got to catch up on Mr. A's Farm. I caught up on Full Book this morning. Not much to report there. In Your Wake. Oh, God. In Your Wake is getting crazy, okay? I don't know exactly where we were going. And I actually don't mind when this happens, when it's like, obviously I don't like stalking. I think that that's fucked up. But when someone is stalking a main character and then like the love interest has to like shut it down, that's what happens. We saw that at the end of the previous episode, but we've been seeing it for a few episodes now. The beta, because this is an Omegaverse, the beta, I think his name is Yuno, he is getting stalked by someone. And the thing is like, I don't even remember who this person is to him. It's like, did they grow up together? Were they in the orphanage together? I don't think so. He's just like a part of the friends that he was that Yuno was making as he was in school. And for some reason, this guy who, I don't even know what his situation is. Is he an alpha? He might be a beta. Fuck you, dude. He's so infatuated and obsessed with Yuno. He gets mad at the fact that he doesn't always spend time with everyone. It's like, I didn't realize I had to do that. Crazy, I know. He takes everything so personally. He is like, you think you're better? No. And this is my thing. You're projecting now. Because Yuno has never given off even a stinky stench of like an asshole. He's quiet. He clearly has shit that happened when he was younger. I mean, he was abused by his father, and then his father basically locked him in a room with wasn't it flooding? Wasn't there a flood? And he almost drowned to death. So the alpha dude had to come and save him. And then I think his dad ended up dying anyway. And then he just becomes like a ward of the state. And this dude who was in his neighborhood, who's like not, is just like a guy, kind of becomes like a quasi guardian, because we find out that he too was in an abusive family, so abusive that it caused him to have like the issues he has now as an alpha. And the only person who showed up for him was this fucking kid he saved one day, you know, and like that was him deciding like, you know what, I don't have to sit here and try with my parents when they're not going to try with me. So fuck them. I'm going to create my own family. And of course, the relationship at first between Yuno and the alpha, I wish I could remember his name, I'm really sorry, is more like familial to the alpha. He views Yuno as a little brother. Yuno views the alpha as like, he starts to have a crush on him. And, you know, all of his emotions were really pissing me off for a while there, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Now everything's on track, and you're going to kidnap my dude? You're going to kidnap him and try to blackmail him? Who the hell do you think you are? You should be killed. Ooh, I said it. Yes, I did. Fuck that dude. But yeah, he kidnaps my little precious little beta angel. Yeah, he pisses me off sometimes, but that's not the point. How dare you? Are you trying to blackmail me? How dare you? And that's why they called the law after they beat your ass. And I hope you get put under the jail, okay? Because what kind of crazy shit is this? And he's not even the only one. He's not the only person who's acting crazy right now. Now the alpha's ex was going to work in tandem with that dude. And he's going to try... I'm telling you. It doesn't really matter what, like... But the Omega verses are crazy. It always seems to be somebody, not every single one, but I'm thinking the majority, it's tipping to the majority. There's always somebody in some type of Omegaverse who's like obsessed. And I guess it makes sense when you're thinking of like the pheromones and shit, but like even just anybody, I don't get it. Who am I? Okay. I feel like I have a healthy, and I wouldn't even call it obsession, but I have a healthy like love for Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. I'm not going to stalk and harass her. I'm going to cheer her on. Obviously, she deserves it. I'm going to wish her the best things because she deserves it. She's an amazing person. Love her. And yeah, I'm going to root for her all day, every day. But do you see me figuring out where she lives and hiding in the bushes? No, you don't. So let's get it together. People. But yes, I've got other things that I'm gonna be reading. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. We're gonna keep on going. Oh, I got a notification. Oh my God, I can't stand when shit does not. Oh my God, don't get me. Don't piss me off. Jesus, I got tons of notifications. Did y'all didn't see that? Don't. It's fine. Anyway, now I'm getting distracted. I'm going to be reading some other things. I'm very, very excited. We'll talk again later. Tomorrow is going to be like a semi-busy day, but I hope to follow back in with you guys. And we're going to probably wrap it up because I really do actually want to try and make these videos shorter, these vlogs. I edited the last one, which came out, and girl, once again, I was getting tired. So I gotta cut these shit short. It's gonna be fine. But I will talk to you guys later, and maybe we'll be ending it tomorrow. We'll see. But I'll see you guys later. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, so today is the 3rd of March, which is a Tuesday. I don't think that we spoke yesterday. I was playing the game with my parents, the legacy game that we've been playing. It's called Queensdale. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. I'll insert a clip of us playing that because I did film a little bit. Really, really fun. We don't know how close to the end we really are, but it seems like we're pretty close. Very, very fun day. I always love spending time with my parents. Today I got a lot of stuff done, so I was really happy. Very productive. Edited and uploaded my haul of February. Tidied up my office a little bit. Started pulling some things that I'm probably going to unhaul. Because I just need to be serious. I need to be serious with myself. I need to be a little hard on myself. The only thing is, I'm not concerned about reading the regular books before I unhaul them. The manga is the one that I feel the most like I have to read that before I let it go. So there are quite a few things that I will be talking about that I feel that I will probably unhaul it, but I want to read it first. So I'm going to give it a try before I actually go all the way. Wish me luck. What else did I do? I feel like I did something else. I don't know, but I'm proud of myself either way. Not looking forward to work. Really don't want to go tomorrow, but what can you do? What can you do? It's fine. So anyway, I did do some reading, okay? This is not the first time I've tried to film this though. So I'm going to do even better about shortening half the stuff that I've been going to talk about because I'm tired of fucking talking about it. Not to be rude. It's mainly just I'm tired of repeating. I hate when I do that. I really, really do. So we're going to talk about the stuff that I just finished first. So I read volume 3 of BL Game Rebirth, My New Life as a Hero's Younger Brother. Still very funny. I forgot who Hina was for a second. Like, I still can't remember. I know who she is related to, but I don't remember her introduction. So I may go and read that. I might go and read that again, because like there's a moment where she gets mad at someone for possibly being BL, and they said, oh, I'm not doing that. And I can't remember like why that was significant. I can't remember why. But this was still a funny volume. Sasaki, I think that's her name, Hina's friend. She's very funny. Not really sure why she's the BL yaoi fujoshi investigator, you know, private eye, trying to suss out everybody. But it's funny, and I really like her character. Kaede, he did his little confession. Congratulations. You still got quite a few people absolutely in love with, why am I forgetting his name? Akira, girl. It's so funny because like so many of these guys who have transitioned from Makoto, his brother, to Akira, it's just like, oh my god. Or like they've transitioned to him only as a replacement, but Kaede is the one who like really likes him. I'm just interested to see where this is going to go, because this is a girl who's been reborn or whatever into a BL game that she's played before. She's just in the version that's like the sequel, and I don't think that she played that. So in the beginning, she's approaching everything with, oh, this is the game that I played, which is the brother POV. The brother's the one who like has all of the romantic options. She's actually in the version where it's her having the love interests, which is really funny. But she doesn't want to be a part of the BL because she's a fujoshi and she just wants to witness it, and that's what means the most to her. But in the game, she is a man. So is she going to be with a girl? That's where Hina kind of comes in. But will she, I mean, we don't know exactly what her preferences were in the real world. I don't know if she cared to be with men at all, or if she was into women, you know, she might be pansexual. More power to you. But in this, it's like, what is she gonna do? Because she's like determined not to fall in the BL, you know, the trope of it all. You know, what's the one I was reading? A man in a BL world. He's not BL, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. But it was still very funny. I like it. I can't wait for volume 3. It's gonna be great. Then I got into volume 3 of Taemon's B-side. Did I say volume 3? This is volume 2. Volume 3. Sorry if I said it right off to begin with and I'm repeating myself, or I said it wrong in the first place. Volume 3. I really, really like this story. Sometimes the main female character does piss me off a little bit, Kinoshita. But then I have to remember, like, she isn't always picking up on stuff because, like, she's very naive. She hasn't had these experiences. But sometimes I'm like, girl, come on. Stop only approaching everything as a fangirl. But you get it, right? So this was basically the continuation and more in the end, in the conclusion of the who will be the center, or I guess the new leader of Face. In the last volume, we met Ori, and that was the, you know, introduction to, okay, there's another person in Face who has an idol persona versus, you know, how they really are, except he's an asshole, like a complete and total asshole. Even though, and of course, like, I was like, okay, probably every single member of the band is going to have, like, a real face and then their idol face. And at the end of this, we see there is a third person who's like that. Is anybody going to be a good person besides Taemon? He's the only one who's, like, genuinely sincere. He is annoying because of his negativity, but he genuinely wants to get better at this, and is fighting, you know, his internal, you know, depression. All of the stuff going on with him, his negative thoughts. Suicidal ideation, girl. Ow. That hurt. So he's the, well, I haven't met every single one of them, but at this point I've met 3, and 1 out of the 3 is the only good person. You know, this new dude is a fucking asshole. But this was very, very cute. I really enjoyed this. Obviously, in the next volume, we're going to meet the next person. I think there's 5 members. So we're nearly done. Kinoshita, though, girl, obviously, I want her to, well, who knows? Who knows if she's actually going to be with anybody? Of course, Ori now is like so infatuated with Kinoshita. He's like, I want you to, you know, he's calling on her to be his housekeeper. He's, you know, she's so curious about if they're dating. Do you really care? And the way you're making it seem like, I think you want a piece of her. Then he's trying to be like, if I win the center stage, you have to be my fangirl. And she's like, hell fucking no. It'll never happen. You won't be the center stage. And sometimes you have to put a man in his place. Because he really thought. I mean, you're talking to one of the #1 Tamon fans, all right? She and her friends are willing to murder someone for his love, okay, and for him to be happy and healthy. Come on. You're never going to change her. She's true to this, okay? She's true to this. Okay, moving on. Oh, that's right. I guess I didn't need to open this. It's fine. What was I doing again? Hold on. All right, so tonight is Tuesday. So at midnight, Hard Boiled Love comes out. Oh, I'm so excited. It does look like, so The Rotten is on the season finale, whatever. I don't know if, even though I'm so behind, I'm like probably like 30 episodes behind on the Sacred Life of a Webcomic Artist. It's not getting, I don't see an update. Okay, so maybe it is time for me to dive back into that and catch up. We'll see. Let's see. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, that's right. So I finally finished. Let me make sure I got the fucking name right. Hold on. Now, this is the one I'm going to talk about. This is the one where I'm like, okay, I'm actually getting tired of talking about it. So I'm going to try really hard not to repeat myself and then piss myself off. Oh, okay. In the wrong place, Connie. I was saying the name wrong the whole time, so good. Right? Yes, I was. So I finally finished listening to Thrum by Meg Smitherman. I'm sure I did say it wrong at some point during this vlog, but at least it's been replaced since the last time I talked about it completely wrong, totally butchered her last name. So Thrum, I listened to it. When I was talking about it earlier, I basically came to the conclusion that, so I think that I would have rated it higher had I read it physically. I did not like the voice narrator. There was just something about it. I can't describe it. It just, I was not invested. It didn't grab me. So I rated it initially kind of low, but then when I think about it, I'm like, I actually think that it would have been I would have gotten something else out of it. I would have read it physically. If I would have allowed my mind to make the voice, which it does do that. And I see pictures in my mind. I remember people were talking about like, I don't even see that. It is what it is. That's just how it is with my mind. It's fine. I'm no better or worse than you. So I think if that would have been the case, I probably would have liked it more. I will say that I figured out the twist very quickly. I thought it was very obvious, very, very clear to me, like a blaring red light flashing you in the face, blinding you even, and then a siren going off. And now you're hearing the ringing. This is pretty obvious to me. And I'm going to describe it. Actually, no, Connie, don't do that now. This is what I should have done to begin with. I'm going to read the synopsis so that I don't go on a long tangent. And now I remember her name because I did not remember her name. Amy awakes from years in stasis to find she's at the edges of deep space and the only surviving member of her crew. Utterly alone and unable to contact Earth, she sends out a distress beacon, not expecting a response. When she gets one from a being who calls himself Dorian, she's welcomed onto his ship as he offers his assistance in any way he can. But nothing on Dorian's ship is as it seems, and as Amy tries to navigate the maze of hallways and first contact with this alien being, a deep hum begins to resonate, haunting her, as if the ship itself is whispering to her. So when I was like at 70% of the way through, and I felt like I was really forcing myself to finish this. I did not want to DNF it because I was so close to being done. I opened up the comments and in the reviews, and someone was like, Thrum asks the question, what if an entire spaceship was gaslighting you? Am I right? I think this book gaslit me, but I liked it. I am glad that no, okay, here we go. This other one, I'm sorry. This is a spoilery comment. So she fucked a ship? Okay, this is what we're segueing into. I'm gonna try to keep it simple. So more spoilers are ahead. So she's the only surviving member on her ship. There were 3 other people on it, 2 women and a man. They look to have died in stasis. The comms unit is broken. Something else is fucked up on the ship, and they barely have any fuel. So when she tries to fix the plane, or she tries to fix the ship, I don't know why I keep calling it a plane. She tries to fix the ship, and she does the distress beacon. What she ends up seeing is something out in space, which is like a black spot, a black void, where it's like the sky is full of stars, but there's this blackness that you can clearly tell something's there. Horrifying. Deep space and deep sea, 2 things I never want to explore. Please don't ever think. Again, this is one of those things where if someone was like, oh, write a letter. If I was kidnapped, I'd be like, I can't wait to go to deep space. I'm kidnapped. I'm kidnapped, because why the hell would I want to go there? No offense to astronauts. Why the hell would I want to go to deep sea? No offense to divers. Not for me. I tell you one thing I won't want to do. I'm not going to go caving. Hell fucking no. I'm not doing that either. Anyway, so yeah, she's talking to the fucking black void. Apparently it's a ship. Okay. Spooky. She asks to be docked to the thing, and it does, blah, 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 and it's like a fucking weird ass alien thing. She gets on the ship and everything's fucking weird. And the thing that's interesting is like, was Dorian real? Was it a real thing? I'd love to know that, because I don't know. I didn't really get, like, was that real too? Or was it all in her mind? Okay. So she's on the ship. It's very weird. Dorian is weird. And she is clearly, like, freaking the fuck out. She's being haunted by these maybe memories. Who knows? Obviously, as someone who figured out the fucking twist, it's her conscience. The guilt is eating at her because she knows she did something wrong. What did she do wrong? She killed her fucking crewmates. That was so obvious to begin with, in my opinion. It was either she did it brutally or she found a way to fuck with their pod so they died. And pretty clear that it had something to do with the ship. So she is, hallucinating shit, being haunted by shit. Now she's fucking Dorian, who, again, I don't know if that was real. That could have just been a figment of her imagination, because the ship is a living thing, organism, and she was horny as hell for this thing, okay? Dripping. These are her words. She's dripping. Okay. Then she's trying to get away, and then it's like, oh my God. But then it gets a little bloody, and it gets horrifying. So it definitely does have the horror aspects that I feel like it was also really cool to listen to it. But those were probably the most interesting parts of the book to listen to, is her going through the corridor, seeing the blood. But then it was also kind of confusing because she's not seeing blood. Like, she's an unreliable narrator, in my opinion, really from the beginning. So that's why I was like, I don't trust the bitch. I know she did something, and she, in fact, did do something. Then we see like a flashback or a memory where she's waking up surrounded by her crew members, And they're all talking about, like, it's a good thing we got her away from the ship. You know, we need to keep an eye on her. Something's really wrong with her. I mean, yeah, the ship was very weird, but, you know, we have to be careful. So, of course, then I know. Oh, girl, I hit a button, my bad. Then I know for a fact the ship got in her brain. She knew that she was going to be taken away, and she killed all of them, which she did. And these are the thoughts that are, like, you know, traumatizing her. She's a fucking murderer. So she's trying to run away from the ship. I don't know. Person, alien. I don't know if Dorian is real or if he's just like, and then it's like, were you just gorking it alone with your, well, you know, I mean, you can do it with your thoughts, but like, she was really thinking that she was fucking on somebody. Who knows? Anyway, before she finally gets away, Dorian's like, you'll be back. You always come back. So this is not the first fucking time. And I figured that out too. This is like the fucking 4th time she's done this shit. And she always ends up like, oh shit, I gotta go. Something's weird. Then she leaves. And it's like, oh my God, you've killed these people and you're addicted to the ship. That would make me so mad. So then she's talking to her ship that, you know, she clearly, when she was going through her stuff, you know, altered shit so that she couldn't ask it questions so she could keep going back. She's the one who fucked the comms unit up, and they just keep coming back and forth and back and forth. That's why they got no fucking fuel. And she's finally like, oh, I'm going to finally get out of here. If I die on the ship with them, then like, that's what's important. But then she hears Dorian's voice, and it's like, what was really real? Did she really get away? Is she still on the shit? It would really be nice if everybody else was alive and she just had to stay there, because that would piss me off. Okay, I don't deserve to die because you're infatuated with a ship. But I wouldn't even be on space. I wouldn't even be in space like that. So it's just the truth. Not for me. So yeah. Spoilers over, sorry. I really do think if I would have read it physically and hadn't listened to it, I would have liked it more. So my like 2.5 star, I'm rounding it up to 3, because honestly I think I would have not had much. I mean, obviously I feel like I would have figured it out pretty quickly what the twist was. It's a novella, so it shouldn't be any longer. Like, everything's condensed in there. I don't know, but I mean, maybe it would have been cool if it was longer, and maybe I would have liked it a little bit more. But I definitely think in general I would have liked it more if I hadn't listened to the narrator. Sorry to her. I'm not trying to be rude. It just wasn't for me. And the one thing that stuck out to me, which I hated, is when she did Dorian's voice. She sounded like, you know Bill from True Blood, when he was like, suck it. He would be like, Amy. Every time Dorian would say, Amy, I would say it like that. In a sugar. That kind of stuff, like, you know when you're already annoyed and then you hear something like that and it's like, there you go. That's the thing that I'm going to keep thinking of. This is going to be my thing. I keep repeating it. So yeah. Still glad I read it though. I'm glad I did not DNF, because I actually do like the ending, even though I'm pissed off. I mean, I really hope that in my imagination ending would be, I don't know, she was stuck on that ship to begin with, and she just continues to hallucinate this stuff. But no, it's probably true. She killed everybody. Everybody did. Sad. R.I.P. to them. R.I.P. to them. Now, I don't know if I went over this, and I think I did it this morning, so that's why I wouldn't have told you. I spent those coins and points, everybody. Very proud of myself. As I've said many a time, I hate the bonus coin system on Lezen. I think it's really stupid, and I don't think it's easy to understand, to be honest with you. Sorry, that's just my opinion, and people agree, so I'm not fixing to feel bad. But, you know, you get all these bonus coins at the beginning of the month or whatever. You need to spend those because they expire. You have to spend the points because they expire, but points can't just be converted to bonus coins. Like, if you redeem them, you have to pay for them to be turned into coins. I don't like that, but it's not that big of a deal. I went ahead and spent my 5,000 bonus coins on some stories, like finishing some stuff up and whatever else. I'm not going to be doing the points thing, and I'll be good for the rest of the month for like the stuff that I want to keep up on, because I got a bunch of stuff that's completed. So Mid-Motion Syndrome, we're going to be starting that. I'm excited. That's completed. I think I mentioned I started Paws and Claws and I really liked it. We'll be continuing that. Love of Cloud and Rain, got that one because that is by the person who drew Punch Drunk Love. So exciting. I love that art, by the way. It's so gorgeous. Did I get the rest of these? Okay, I got the rest of what I needed for Swallow You Whole, but I'm so far behind on that one. I need to restart it. Okay, hold on. Actually, let's do it from purchased. Okay. Blossoms of the White Knight. I caught up on all the stuff that I was missing for Beautiful Nightmare. Obviously, I got the newest, You Are So Lovely. Haven't read the Mr. Ace Farm yet. I'm complete or up to date on the Dokebi's Soul Chi Bride. This is one I didn't talk about, but I really am interested in, because I do read straight stuff. Hardcore Vanilla. Oh, can't see that one. That's a man nipple. But this is going to cover everything else, but come on. Man. Submissive. Come on. Who do you think I am? Because this is, we got several women with whips hold people hostage with leashes. Give it to me. Tie me up and punish me. I want to be your dog. Chanhee has a major crush on Unjo, the campus goddess. Tired of waiting around, he decides to join her in her secret fetishes, stepping foot into the wild, wild world of BDSM. When Chanhee doesn't realize, however, is that Unjo is a vanilla just like him, and the two have just embarked on a journey neither of them had asked for, kinks and crushes, and a whole lot of drama in between. Yes. And there's apparently a side couple. This one's only 34 episodes, and I'm going to get into that. I also really, really, really need to finally finish Winterwolf. Seriously. I don't think I ever mentioned that I bought Before Our Story Comes to an End. That was on like a weird sale like a few months ago. Art style's interesting. I'm given a bit of a wonky situation sometimes, but don't act like I can draw. I certainly can't. I think that's it. Pretty far behind on Peaches and Dream, but that one is so fucking weird. I'm going to take a break from it because it's crazy. I also have the newest side story. Oh my god. Because I had read, I almost don't want to say, Indomitable Champion. Jesus. And I've kind of kept up with it for the side stories. You want to talk about something psychotic, it's that. Oh my god. It's like how in The Rotten, nothing good happens. Yeah. Not a single thing. Oh, then Lights, Camera, Action. What is this one again? I don't even know. Yeah. I forgot what this is about. Actor Yeom Ki-yul has been secretly in love with his roommate Seo-moon Hyung since their school days. When Ki-yul takes on an adult-themed music video, he tries to set the mood by experimenting with a toy, only to get caught in the act by Hyung himself. But instead of being shocked, Hyung unexpectedly offers to help him out. As the lines between fiction and reality begin to blur, both Ki-yul and Hyung have to find the courage to step into the spotlight. Yeah. There you have that. So, I think this might be it. I can't remember. I can't remember how long it's been. Okay. Because I'm trying, as I said, to keep them short. So, actually, we will end the vlog here. I think I've talked enough about some things that I've read. updated you guys on the trip, and I really want to focus a lot of the time, like, I want to do some cool stuff with the stuff that should happen at the beginning of the video. I'm not always the best at, like, taking, you know, video while I'm out and, you know, taking, you know, compiling the photos, but I'm going to really try this time. So let's end it here so I can really focus on that. I also need to film 2 other videos, which I'm excited about, but this will make it a little easier. So thanks, you guys. Thanks for, you know, hanging out with me. Actually, this is actually perfect because tomorrow's Wednesday. That's when I start working. It always gets so hectic and then I don't end up catching up with you guys until Monday of next week. So this is actually perfect. Yes. So thank you guys for watching so much. Let me know what you guys are reading. Did you have a good February? Let me know. I sure did. I love my birthday. And thank you everybody who wished me happy birthday. I really, really appreciate it. It was a great time. I hope you like the stuff that I did. I'll try to insert all the places, all the names of the places, tag those things so you guys can go if you ever wanted to go. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So thank you so much for watching my video. If you like the video, please like the video. If you like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on other social media. It's in the description box down below. And you have a good day. Goodbye.